When I observe how a billiard ball, when struck, transfers its motion to another ball, I remain completely without influence over the course of this observed event. The direction and velocity of the second ball is determined by the direction and velocity of the first. As long as I remain a mere spectator, I can say nothing about the motion of the second ball until after it has happened. The situation is different when I begin to reflect on the content of my observation. The purpose of my reflection is to establish the concepts of the event. I connect the concept of an elastic ball with other concepts of mechanics and take into account the special circumstances of this event. I try, in other words, to add to the process that takes place without my participation a second process that takes place in the conceptual realm. The conceptual process depends on me. This is shown by the fact that I can remain content with the observation and not make the effort to search for concepts if I have no need of them. But if the need is present, then I am not content until I have brought the concepts ball, elasticity, motion, impact, velocity, etc. into a certain connection with each other so they apply to the observed event. As certain as it is that the observed event takes place independently of me, it is just as certain that the conceptual process is dependent on my active involvement for it to take place. We constantly feel compelled to seek for concepts and connections of concepts that relate in a specific way to the objects and events given independently of us. We know for certain the corresponding concepts are not given at the same time and together with the objects. The question is, what do we gain by finding a conceptual counterpart to an event? There is a far-reaching difference in the way the details of an event relate to one another before and after the discovery of the corresponding concepts. Mere observation can follow the parts of a given event as they occur, but their connection remains obscure without the help of concepts. I must wait to see what will happen, and can still now only follow it with my eyes. Suppose someone at the moment of impact obstructs my view of the field where the event is taking place. As a mere spectator, I will know nothing of what happens next. The situation is very different if, before my view is obstructed, I have already discovered the concepts corresponding to the details of the event. In that case, I can predict what will happen, even when I am no longer able to observe it. There is nothing in a merely observed object or event that reveals anything about its connection to other objects and events. This connection only becomes evident when observation is combined with thought. Observation and thinking are the 2 points of departure for all human spiritual striving, insofar as one is consciously striving. Everyday common sense, as well as the most complicated scientific research, rest on these 2 fundamental pillars of our mind. Philosophers have started from various primal opposing sides, such as idea and reality, or the conscious and the unconscious. However, it is easy to show that observation and thought is the most important one.